Hi guys, so in today's video we're going to be looking at the Zod fight and kind of seeing what that's all about, seeing if it's worth your time doing, see if it's a epic event or an epic fail. When it comes to Survivor's Bane, we will also nip over there and see what's going on with there. Now we have got bugs with both modes. Just a heads up, if you didn't already know, they have come out and said that there is bugs with both modes and that they are looking to address these. Now when it comes to the Zod fight here, you will notice that your band's possession rank 1, this does not change no matter what your clan rank is. Mine's currently 3, and that does not change whatsoever. The other thing, when it comes to the Crimson Bell hit, when it's equipped, it doesn't trigger any hidden challenge with the boss, which is a very big disappointment, because this is the sort of event that people will do for a few days, get everything they need, and then probably not do very often again or at all again. So we're going to nip in, we're going to have a look. You can see I'm going to do it on Inferno 6. The recommended combat level rating is going to be 46 190. Now, in my opinion, this boss could have been much better. I'll show you some of his attacks, what he does do, which we wouldn't normally see because the boss is down so quickly. Sadly, Zod looks so good there and epic, and I think a lot of people have said the same thing. The fight could have been so much better. You've got this massive arena where you've got this massive boss who's going to do some really cool attacks to you. A couple of slices there with scratches and a kind of a stomp and a whack. Now he does these, grabs these posts and he kind of whacks you with them, and if you get hit by them, they do some damage. And then he does a smash into the ground with that one, and then he will go back into doing some slashes on you and a stomp, and then he will do this kind of roar, which is supposed to do damage, and then a slam, and then another slam, and another slam, and it kind of seems to be on some sort of rotation. Now he'll probably go back to scratching, yes, which does some damage, and then a stomp. Now it should be a post. He'll grab a post. Okay, so that is very telegraphed, very kind of, you know, set out, but he's only got 50.26 million health, you know, and if I start doing damage to him, you'll see how quick this fight can actually be done. And he phases at 26 million, I think it is, or 29 million. And then you have this phase. Now, to me, this could have been much better. You know, just this epic phase here where he stomps down, lands on the ground. You know, you've gone to come with him and he's pushed you up into the sky. He's done really no damage to you. You know, and then all of a sudden, you've killed him. He's dead. He's done. That is it over. I believe if they'd give him 4 times more health, 200 million, where we could see some of those phases, maybe sped the phases up a little bit, them skills that he's using, it could have been a challenging fight for sure. Now, is it worth doing? Yes, very much so. Simply because you're looking to grab these blood-soaked chests. And this way you can get all the weapon cosmetics, and you've also got the chance to gain 1 Crimson Bane legendary gem, which is a one-time only reward from this chest. And I know it's this chest and it's a sword, but who knows? And this time round, I wasn't lucky to get a thing by the looks of things. It didn't show up anything. So, still worth doing. Get it done. Get it done as many times as you need to collect everything. And then from there on out, you don't need to do it anymore. Sadly, 2 or 3 days work and you're probably going to be completed. Survivor's Bane is the next one, so I'm just going to head over to Survivor's Bane. We may as well go through the event center here. Go to this one, Strugglers Path, Tasks, and go. Now there's also a bug with this one. I think people have been reporting it. I know that the Indes has put out a video and has showed that this is a bug and has been reported. But I believe that it could have been much better. Could have been much better. The Eclipse side of it is really good, and you'll see as I'm gonna go into this endless mode now, we'll just see what kind of skills we get. Movement speed is increased by 50%, but life decreased by 50%. Okay, we'll roll with it. We'll see how it goes. I may die, but I can give you my opinion as we're kind of going through this. Now, mobs look, you know, They do exactly the same thing as the normal mobs do. They start to creep over to you. You know, no different here. The one thing I did expect there to be some sort of timer on when the eclipse is going to happen instead of it just being random. Because I guess it is on a timer of some sort that the eclipse happens, but we just don't get to see that timer, which is a shame. Because it would have been nice to see as an extra added bit to the UI to make it look like you are doing a different type of Survivor's Bane. Now, apparently there's supposed to be a boss that spawns when you have the eclipse happen. A boss will spawn. They said it in the patch notes, but from what I've seen so far, and I know this is what's been reported, either the boss doesn't show up, or when the boss does show up, you can't do any damage to the boss. And again, they are looking into this and seeing if there's something they can do quickly to get it fixed. Oh, here we go. The eclipse is happening. I probably need to go get some health here. Now you can see as they start rushing me and we get these different type of mobs, and there's lots of these blow 'em up mobs, and I need to get out of the way of those very quickly, because if not they will overwhelm me and definitely kill me off. Here comes some more. Get out of the way. Keep a health pot near. I've only got the one skill at the moment in time, so this has got quite a lot of pressure on you to try and make sure you don't die here through some sort of random stupidity when it comes to going the wrong direction maybe. But 30 seconds does seem to last quite a long time. I'm not going to lie, guys. It does take it's time to go down. Now, I didn't see any boss, though. Sadly, no boss. So, I will keep going to see if a boss does show up. And maybe it will, maybe it won't. I do need to think about health at the moment. We're nearly come to the end of this eclipse. Will it happen at the end of the eclipse? I just don't know. We've got a... let's quickly take this. Destroy all these. The eclipse has ended. Still no boss. I do need some health though. We're kind of risking it here. If not, it will be game over very, very soon. There we go. I just want to see if we can get a boss to spawn when it comes to the eclipse. You know, see what actually does happen. Because in all the times I've tried so far, I've not seen one. And I say all the times. I've tried a few times and not had a boss during the eclipse each time. So, do need health again though. Risking it. Health. Health. Okay, standard boss. We know we can take that down relatively easy. But still, we've now got the eclipse. Are we going to get another boss? Do we have to search for the boss? Has the boss spawned somewhere we don't know about? I wouldn't expect that to be the case. Doesn't look like there's any boss. I've got nothing on my map to show me that there's a boss spawn somewhere. You know, so it should spawn every time. You know, every time there's an eclipse, make it difficult. Give us a boss. But for some reason, it's not showing up, and I'm guessing that's part of the bug. If anyone can confirm that they've had a boss show up really quickly, that's the end of that. If anyone can confirm they've had a boss show up really quickly in an early eclipse phase in the comments, please do leave us a comment about that, because I really like Survivor's Bane, and this moment in time, it just feels much of the same, apart from the pressure you get on in that minute every now and again that happens during the eclipse. But then it's just easy, you just run away from the mobs, and hopefully you don't get one of them blow-up mobs that kind of, you know, just takes your last bit of health out. But throughout Zod, throughout Survivor's Bane, let me know of your opinions and how you feel about the fights in their current state, and what you feel about the bugs that are happening in the game recently. We've had the Zod bug, Survivor's Bane bug, the Spirit Essence bug, and probably more that I haven't listed there. But again, put them in the comments. We'll leave it there for the video, guys. Short and sweet. We'll see you in the next one.